So, Derek, I hear that you wanted to come see me today about some adjustment problems you've been having adjusting to graduate school.
Yes, having a little trouble focusing right now.
You are?
Yes, it's a lot of reading outside of class that I'm not used to. It's less classes I'm used to, but it's a whole lot more reading. And I've been diagnosed with ADHD, and it's hard for me to just focus in.
Okay, so what I understand is that you're having trouble focusing on your reading. You're not able to read. And how does that make you feel if you're not able to read your assignment?
Stupid.
Definitely.
And I feel like not worth it. I know I'm an intelligent person, it's just I can't motivate myself to read and to get through a large assignment. I just lose focus.
You lose focus. So this has been causing you to feel, what did you say?
Stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Any other feelings that come to mind?
I feel like it's not going to work out or something. Like I've a lot of anxiety, really.
So you feel anxious,
right,
about your ability to get things done or to be successful?
Both.
Both.
Because I when I do read, it doesn't retain. I don't remember it. Like I'll remember it afterwards, and then it's gone.
So you seem like you're not able to focus,
right?
Or you're not able to understand what you're reading.
Kind of goes hand in hand, I think. Like I can't really focus, understand, or really get into it. I'm an audio person. I like hearing it. Lecture, I pay attention. I can probably recall everything that was said in a lecture course. But the reading, I've never been in a class where I've had to teach myself a little bit of it.
Yes. So this is graduate school now, and it's a little different.
Right.
So that in of itself is a new experience for you. Now, generally, when you get to new experiences, how do you react? Are you able to adjust, or do you have difficulty with new experiences?
I liked coming here. I was really excited. I got my bachelor degree in 2.5 years, and some people feel like, oh, well, it was so quick that I just feel, oh, it's fine to just go into grad school. But I did the same amount of courses as someone in a bachelor, obviously, because I took the 120 credits worth. I just didn't condense. So I feel overwhelmed. And mentally congested. And it's really bothering me because I don't know how I'm going to survive when it just, to me, it feels like, and maybe it's a phobia, I don't know if it's true or not, that I'm going to be teaching myself most of the material that I'm going to be tested on, and I can know so much, and the little part that I'm tested on, those questions I may not know, or I may be close to the answer, but since it's not essay, I can't express myself.
So you feel anxious then about performance in school, being able to do the work you need to do, and you feel anxious about being successful. But so you told me just now that you were able to get your bachelor's degree in 2 years.
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
Well, saying I'm going to get it that fast and leading up to it, it felt really cool. It felt great, and but when I actually got to the ceremony the day of, I didn't want to go. I didn't care. Walking across the stage was a chore for me, and the only reason I did it is because I knew I'd regret it if I didn't.
But when you were in school the first time to get your bachelor's degree, did you have these same kind of feelings?
Like when I started?
Yeah. Did you have was it a big adjustment for you from high school?
Well, I kind of gave up in high school. It was a lot of work. I was more into my social life, and I don't regret that because I grew a lot as a person from my experience outside of the classroom.
But what I wanted to know was, were you better able to read in high school?
Well, I'll be honest with you. What really came about was when I stopped reading actual books, like reading for pleasure, is when schools, like in middle school and beginning high school, they force you into reading and saying you have to read that. And I lost interest in reading, and I used to read all the time as a kid and a pre-teenager.
So under pressure, when somebody tells you to do something, then do you think you feel more resistant to do it?
Sometimes.
Would you say that was true? Would you say that? Do I understand you right? Yeah. So you could read for pleasure and focus and understand, but under the pressure of someone telling you you must read and understand this, then you feel anxious about that.
Just as far as reading goes, and then I lost my sense of pleasure reading as well. It's hard for me to even read my Bible sometimes, and to just sit in a moment quietly, because ADHD, I really have the H in that, hyperactivity, and my mind, it's almost like my mind will go off on all the things I have to do, and I have to be productive all the time, but I end up not doing anything.
Well, when you say that you have ADHD, who told you that?
I was diagnosed by 3 psychiatrists. I self-diagnosed, doing a lot of evaluations and tests online. And normally those things are supposed to be like, majority of the answers, but I always get all of them.
So it's your belief that you may have ADHD, or you may have had it in the past. When were these evaluations?
I had one when I was a teenager, one when I first started college, and one now. This is the first time I've taken medication for ADHD. I just started looking into it. I'm trying it out now, and it scares me a little bit.
So then, what do you believe would happen with medication? Well, you say you're resistant to take medication, but why are you resistant? What do you believe about the medication? What do you feel about it?
I don't know how it's going to work for me.
So that you think that it might not work.
Right.
Okay. That's a thought.
And the doctor said it's going to work right away after I take it. 40 minutes. It's not like an antidepressant where your body has to adjust for it to really work. Yeah. But it makes me happy, and it makes me...
You feel happy about maybe solving a problem?
And I feel more productive, like I'm always on the go.
Okay, good. That's great.
But the main issue is not being solved. Me sitting down and just focusing on what I read. I read all my book assignments, but I don't...
So you make the attempt.
It's
not that you're just resisting to do your work. It's just that you feel you have difficulties. So what I'm trying to ask you is that on your medication, do you think that your medication could help?
Yes.
And how do you feel about being a person on medication?
I had no problems about it, except my spiritual aspect of it. I've had pastors tell me, just pray, read your Bible, and then one day I woke up, and it was actually when I started coming into grad school that I realized that I can't even open up to read my Bible to focus on how God's going to help me. I have a problem. And
so you feel that you have a problem?
Yes.
Okay, and you feel that perhaps medication could help that?
Yes.
Okay. So, and you have seen a doctor who has prescribed this for you?
Yes.
And how's it been going so far?
Today was my 6th pill. First day was very euphoric. The medication I'm on is Vyvanse. It's very euphoric feeling, it's said, but it was only the first day. Second day I became very bitter and just very upset. My heart was racing, breathing heavy.
Did that make you feel afraid, or how did that make you feel when you had those side effects?
Well, I didn't really know how to feel. I just knew I could not drink a coffee, a Red Bull, a Monster Energy, none of that. And it was like I was on 3 of them already, it felt like. And it really, honestly, it's just the feeling I get when I drink one of those energy drinks. It's the same thing, only it's a slow-releasing drug, so it lasts longer. But I don't know, honestly, from my experience, if it's actually treating the H part in ADHD, because I feel it makes me more hyperactive. Where my thoughts are more organized. It's not just a monkey.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So you feel that the medication, although it may have some side effects, is actually helping somewhat.
I don't think it's hurting. I don't know as far as what I originally came for. It makes me happier and motivated in life, but as far as sitting down, reading, and wanting to do it, I was expecting Adderall prescription.
Right. So do you believe that perhaps you may have more than one issue here? One of the issues may be ADHD because they diagnosed you with that, but another issue may be that you are resistant to wanting to do something under pressure. Have you ever explored that feeling?
Well, I work well under pressure. It's just...
I mean, from the outside, you may put pressure on yourself, but when an outside person tells you to do something, how does that make you feel? Are you accepting, or do you question it, or do you resist it?
Very well. I'm very accepting towards being told what to do, and especially in this program, because this is the first part of my education where I'm so excited, where I feel I need this. I don't feel I need an algebra or calculus.
Yeah.
I need this. So as far as the importance to me, I know it's important, and I just can't. I can't get myself to
be organized. So is there anything that you think you could do when you get an assignment or you look at a syllabus that could try to help you? Is there anything that you could think, how you could view this, how you could view your workload? Is there any way that you could, do you have any ideas about maybe making it easier to do?
I've tried meditating, and I've been able to relax for the first time in a year.
So that's been working for you?
It has.
You've meditated and you felt more relaxed. That's a good thing.
Relaxed is something I'm feeling now, which is good. Because I was just overstressed, but it's nothing is solving the problem. I've been, drinking tea